I need to tell you something deeply personal. Just promise you won't run from it. I've been pretending I'm fine around you, but every breath shakes with the truth. I hide it because loving you feels like holding fire with bare hands. If this ruins everything, at least let my soul finally speak. I need to tell you something deeply personal. Promise you won't turn away. I keep acting cold, but jealousy burns me every time someone else gets close to you. I hide it because I don't want you to see how weak your love makes me. If my voice trembles, it's because losing you scares me more than anything alive. I need to tell you something deeply personal. Swear you won't hate me for it. I pretend your silence doesn't affect me, but it ruins my entire night. I hide it because needing you feels dangerous, like standing on thin ice. If this confession shatters us, let the truth at least set my heart free. I need to tell you something deeply personal. Just don't pull your hand away. I keep pretending I moved on, but my soul still whispers your name at 3 a.m. I hide it because I'm afraid you'll see how badly I still want you. If this scares you, know that loving you has always been my most honest mistake. I need to tell you something deeply personal. Please don't look disappointed. I act fearless, but your slightest distance breaks me more than heartbreak ever did. I hide it because I don't want you to know how fragile I become around you. If this changes us, remember I only confessed because my heart couldn't carry it anymore. I need to tell you something deeply personal. Promise you won't walk away. I keep lying that I'm okay, but the truth is your absence feels like a cursed winter. I hide it because missing you makes me feel powerless. If this ruins the peace we have left, let it be ruined honestly. I need to tell you something deeply personal. Don't let your eyes turn cold. I act calm when you talk about others. But inside, I'm drowning in quiet jealousy. I hide it because I don't want to sound obsessive. But every time I see you smile at someone else, it feels like a blade dipped in memory. I need to tell you something deeply personal. Please, listen without judging me. I say I don't care anymore, but I still replay every moment with you. I hide it because remembering you hurts more than forgetting ever could. And yet my heart still chooses the pain if it means keeping you close. I need to tell you something deeply personal. Don't think I'm weak for it. I keep pretending I'm healed, but you still haunt the quiet parts of me. I hide it because I don't want you to see how deeply you're woven into my soul. If this confession reaches you late, know it was always you. I need to tell you something deeply personal. Just don't laugh it off. I act like you're just another person, but you're the only one who feels like home. I hide it because homes are dangerous. They can abandon you, but every part of me still runs back to the doorway of your voice. I need to tell you something deeply personal. Please don't interrupt. I pretend your words don't affect me, but they echo for days. I hide it because I don't want you to know how deeply I absorb your energy. If this confession shakes you, just know you've been living in me for a long time. I need to tell you something deeply personal. Don't turn this into a joke. I say I'm detached, but my soul collapses every time you choose someone else's company. I hide it because jealousy makes me feel unworthy. But the truth is, you're the storm I keep stepping back into. I need to tell you something deeply personal. Don't make me regret it. I pretend I don't look for you, but my eyes search every room for your presence. I hide it because it exposes how dependent I've become, but losing sight of you feels like losing oxygen. I need to tell you something deeply personal. Just stay for a moment. I act indifferent, but every version of my future still includes you. I hide it because it feels unrealistic, desperate even, but my heart never learned how to replace you. I need to tell you something deeply personal. Don't call me dramatic. I pretend I'm strong without you, but I crumble when the nights get silent. I hide it because I don't want you to see how much I collapse behind closed doors. You were my calm, even when I never admitted it. I need to tell you something deeply personal. Don't look away. I act like I don't notice your mixed signals, but they twist me in knots. I hide it because I don't want to seem desperate for clarity, but your uncertainty has become the quiet storm I live inside. I need to tell you something deeply personal. Don't run from this. I pretend nothing affects me, but you ruined me in ways I still can't name. I hide it because admitting it feels like surrender. But the truth is, you left fingerprints on my soul I'll never erase. I need to tell you something deeply personal. Just breathe with me. I need to tell you something deeply personal. Don't lose patience with me. I act like I've healed, but the truth is, I still search for you in every crowd. I hide it because admitting it feels like reopening old wounds, but my soul still whispers your name like a leftover prayer. I need to tell you something deeply personal. Just stay until I finish. I pretend your absence doesn't sting, but every hour without you feels hollow. I hide it because I don't want you to know how empty I become when you're gone. But silence tastes like grief when it isn't filled with you. I need to tell you something deeply personal. Don't stiffen your shoulders. I act like I'm unaffected, but my heart still breaks when you're distant. I hide it because loving you turned me fragile, but every moment with you is the only place I've ever felt safe. I need to tell you something deeply personal. Breathe before I say it. I pretend I'm strong, but your voice still softens parts of me I don't show. I hide it because softness is dangerous. But you've always been the exception to every wall I built. I need to tell you something deeply personal. Don't mask your reaction. I act like I'm indifferent, but I watch your every move with trembling hope. I hide it because my heart begs too loudly for you. But the truth is, I've never wanted anything as deeply as I want you. I need to tell you something deeply personal. Give me a second to gather courage. I pretend I've forgotten you, but your memory ruins every attempt at moving on. I hide it because you shouldn't have this power over me. But love doesn't always ask permission. It simply claims you. I need to tell you something deeply personal. Don't laugh nervously. I act composed, but jealousy claws at me when someone else holds your attention. I hide it because I fear you'll think I'm possessive, but my soul knows when it's losing the person it was built around. I need to tell you something deeply personal. Listen with your heart. I pretend you're replaceable, but I've searched the universe and found no one like you. I hide it because it sounds dramatic, even to me. But some souls only feel complete when they're beside one specific light, and you're mine. I need to tell you something deeply personal. Don't tense up. I say I'm okay, but my nights collapse without your presence. I hide it because desperation scares people away, but loving you feels less like a choice and more like gravity. I need to tell you something deeply personal. Just let me be honest. I pretend I'm over you, but every song still feels like a message from us. I hide it because I don't want to seem stuck, but my heart never got the memo that you left. I need to tell you something deeply personal. Please don't misunderstand. I act like I've moved on, but your ghost still follows me into every room. I hide it because it makes me sound haunted, but you were the only piece I ever trusted. I need to tell you something deeply personal. Keep your eyes on me. I pretend I'm unbothered, but my soul aches when you pull away. I hide it because attachment has always terrified me, but losing you terrifies me more. I need to tell you something deeply personal. Don't assume you know. I act like I don't care, but your smallest actions shift my entire mood. I hide it because emotional power is dangerous, but the truth is, my heart still beats in sync with yours. I need to tell you something deeply personal. Don't turn cold now. I say I'm done, but I keep checking if you still think of me. I hide it because the longing feels pathetic. But loving you never felt pathetic. It felt destined. I need to tell you something deeply personal. Stay with me in this moment. I pretend I'm healed, but I still dream of the life we never finished. I hide it because hope can be cruel, but my soul still believes in the version of us that never broke. I need to tell you something deeply personal. Don't recoil. I act like I'm whole alone, but pieces of me still belong to you. I hide it because vulnerability feels like surrender. But surrendering to you never felt wrong. I need to tell you something deeply personal. Stay soft. I pretend I don't miss you, but missing you has become my daily ritual. I hide it because longing makes me feel powerless, but your absence echoes louder than your presence ever did. I need to tell you something deeply personal. Don't rush this. I act like you're a chapter, but you were the entire book. I hide it because admitting it means rewriting my truth. But every story I try to start begins with your name. I need to tell you something deeply personal. Hold your breath. I pretend you don't matter, but you're the only person who ever truly did. I hide it because I'm afraid of giving you that much importance. But some souls are worth the risk, and yours always was. I need to tell you something deeply personal. Don't step back. I act like I'm unaffected, but you're the reason I avoid certain memories.